Alright, y'all. I really don't even feel like doing this energy. Not because I don't want to do it, but because I just don't have no energy. I got a Celsius though. I'm about to drink it. But today, we are going to do how I structure my night. Excuse my face. I'm getting a chemical peel. I don't know if y'all could tell, but it is what it is. We gotta get the video done. So I just got a report on my patients. I just found out that one of my patients doesn't have running water. She has end-stage renal disease, and this is all new for her. And so just trying to grapple with that, like I don't think people realize like how important their kidneys are. But they had to get, she doesn't have insurance. America's health system is just, it's really sad, it's really pathetic, but it's like people don't even have basic rights to health care, regardless if you're working or whatever. But you know, yesterday, I had her yesterday, it's my second night by the way. I had her yesterday, found out that she doesn't have any family, anybody to just kind of support her in this journey. She needs transportation now to her dialysis. And then as I'm getting report, I found out that, hold on. Found out the lady doesn't even have any running water. I guess she living with some lady who is on drugs, and the lady, she giving her money. She get a disability check, but she giving her money to pay the bills, but the lady not paying the bills. And I'm just like, man, you really never know what somebody going through, because literally I cannot fathom taking a shower. Like, showers are like my happy place. Like, I take 2-3 showers a day just because. And I cannot imagine living for months without being able to take a shower. Like, just, it's just sad that people don't have access to just their basic living needs. So they consulted case management, but it's a huge homeless population here in Atlanta, like ridiculous, like to the point where they just give the people tents because the shelters are full and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's just sad. It's a sad situation. But anyway, first thing I like to do after I get report is to, well, the video is going to be how I structure my night so that things can flow regardless if it's busy or not. So the first thing that I'm going to do is look over, I've had these patients, so I'm kind of familiar with all of them, but I'm going to go ahead and look over labs. When I go in and do bedside shift report, they have a bedside monitor, like a vital machine in there, so I'm taking their vitals right then and there, so I can just have a fresh set of vitals. So I'm looking over labs, I'm looking over vitals, I'm looking over any new orders. I'm gonna go ahead and look over notes just so I can get a general consensus of what's going on with them. Sorry, y'all, people keep walking in here, but yeah. So I'm gonna look at make sure that my assays was ordered. I think I got like 2 back-to-back. One to do at 8 and one to do at 8:15. So yeah, I think I got one to do at 8 and one at 8:15. Right now, I'm just putting my patients on my list. I don't even know who I got, child. Am I on the right floor? Who are these people? Not them calling me up. Look, I got an empty bed. They calling me to get report already, and I don't even think the bed is clean. Hold on. Shannon speaking. Hey. Oh, shoot. Who did she call on? Oh, shit. I was standing right next to her when she was calling you. I don't know what she was calling you for. If I think of it, I'll call you back. All right. Bye. I don't even know what she was calling her for. But anyway, I'm about to sign in my patients. And I will report back to y'all.
To take a step out, yes I'm in now. Let your edge out to some iceberg. You'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now. Got me bummed out. You so baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind. Shit, I should've given you listen me. I believe that we said.
Alright, y'all, so real quick, I got 4 patients. I went over my patients, just looked at their labs, make sure a lot of their potassiums were low this morning. So just make sure they were replaced. If they're not, just order them. One of my heparin assays were not ordered, so I'm glad that I ordered that because it's due at 8 o'clock. Vitals are stable for everybody. Everybody seemed to have just regular meds. Actually, I need to go get this antibiotic. It's due at 7:30, so I'm gonna just go hang that. I'm about to actually drink my Celsius because my energy is so down. I'm so tired today. This is only day 2 report. Like, girl, you got a whole 3 shifts basically. We don't really have a tech. Thankfully, I don't have any blood sugars, which is actually weird. I always have blood sugars. It seems like everybody got diabetes. But anyway, we don't have a tech. We barely got any nurses. They need to hire more travelers. Because everybody here today, well, they got 2 staff people. They got people floating. The charge actually got patients today. They asked somebody to come in from day shift to work for a few hours to just kind of offset it, but it's a lot going on today. I got 5 patients, 1 empty room, and my room is dirty, so they shouldn't be calling anytime soon. But child, when them rooms get clean, they be sending them up, and we got a few empty beds, so I'll probably be getting a patient soon. Oh, they discharged. Oh no, she's still there. I had an easy patient yesterday, super easy. I love when I get young patients, no medical history, no meds, like they be chill. But yeah. So I'm about to go. I like it with ice. Actually, I could drink it like this. Shit. I'm about to go. I'm about to drink this. I'm about to grab that antibiotic real quick and hang it in her room and get my night started, and then I'll come back. I'm trying to figure out like how I'm gonna structure the video, but I guess I just do like what I normally do. Like I'm showing y'all how I structure my video. So the first part of my night is just reading over everything. We can't pass meds at 8 o'clock. It's 7:42 right now. I've already met all of my patients. I already took all of my vitals. I've already looked over their meds, looked over their labs. All I gotta do is pass meds at this point. So when I get ready to go pass meds, I guess we'll come back and talk about that. So most of the patients I got today, I got AFib, RVR. Yeah, I guess we can go over that real quick. I got AFib, RVR. I got a pneumothorax and pleural effusion. I have, what is this? Oh, who is this? Who is this? Oh, this is ESRD. That was the lady I was talking about. That was her first time having it. Then I got a pneumothorax and multiple PEs. And then I have, what's going on with this one? Ascites. Ascites, it looks like that's the main, ascites, lung cancer, pleural effusions, AFib, RVR. So I got a few, I got an amnio drip, I got 2 heparin drips and an amnio drip. So yeah, I mean, pretty easy peasy. The biggest thing is gonna be watching for my assays, making sure that sometimes the lab be off. They don't be drawn on time all the time, but it is what it is. I can't really do much about it. But just making sure the assays are done, making sure I'm documenting my input, output, making sure that chest tubes stay good. And really that's it. Probably vitals, because typically people who have like CKD or ESRD, they typically have like high blood pressures, but her blood pressure has been good throughout the day. Last night it was a little high and I did have to call and get her something ordered. Even after I gave her meds, it still didn't go down. But she had dialysis today, so that helped drop it. But the night should be simple, fairly simple, straight to the point patient. So let me go get these antibiotics and then I'll come back and chat with y'all. Oh, God, child, my face, it is peeling, honey. That's why I'm sitting back here, so they don't see me. Don't nobody see me. I don't know nobody to see me. All right, bye, y'all. This week I don't my own, my first to get alone, right? Ooh, wait a few, yeah, I remember what a doctor called me. It was about her, somebody had another person. I always get people who haven't had bowel movements in a minute. But the nurse had actually called the doctor. They just hadn't called back, and that's what she was calling me back for, so we can place her on a bowel regimen. She told us she ain't had a bowel movement in 2 weeks. Child, I could not imagine. I literally can't fathom that. I would be in panic mode if I ain't have a bowel movement in 2 weeks. She said, oh, shoot. I put too much in there. She said really 3 days. But the bowel movements she been having are just been like little, not like a full bowel movement. So she said she hasn't had like a full one in 2 weeks. So we're gonna get her something to move her bowels. I just hung her antibiotic. What is it? It's about to be 8 o'clock. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and start passing my meds. And I'll come back and chat with y'all in a few. I just wanted to tell y'all I did remember. I'm like, what did she call you for? I was standing right next to her when she called the doctor. Like you really got to page them here. And then they'll call you back. So I'm gonna call her back and let her know about that and get that situated. Shall let go.
Gotta get right, tryna free my mind before the end of the world. I don't miss no ex, I don't miss no text. They choose not to respond. I don't regret, just pretend shit never happened. Half of us in your face that are you, this shit no present. Half of us chasing down to you, this shit no
Alright, y'all, so I'm just waiting for the doctor to call me back so I can get that bowel regimen started. I have to go hang her Vanco as well. I'm glad the nurse called because she got heparin and amio running. She has 2 IVs, but y'all know that like neither one of them can be stopped. So pharmacy said that the Vanco can be ran with the amio, and the Zosyn, I think she's getting Zosyn, I think that's what I just done, can be ran with the heparin. So I'm just waiting for the doctor to call me back so I can just go all in there at one time and give her whatever she needs for her bowels. And also, actually, I probably need to go do this now before it be late. It's due at 8 o'clock and it's 8:50 now. But I've passed all of my meds, seen all of my people. Everybody's good. The techs here are really good about, what's the crazy thing is like they prioritize baths over vitals, blood sugars. Like if we short on techs, they tell the techs only do baths. And I'm like, I do understand the severity of like being clean, but I'm like not over vitals and blood sugars. So if we short text nurses, we have to get our own vitals, our own blood sugars, which is not, it's not, you know, a big deal because we only have 4 or 5 patients. That's nothing to me. But I just don't understand like why they be prioritizing, and they be like beating it in your head like y'all gotta do 40 baths a night, and I'm just like, why? Especially when people are like independent. Like if they want to wash up, they can wash up. Like give them the stuff and keep it moving. But they are like very serious here on baths. So the techs are out there doing that, but all of my patients are pretty cool. They chill. Oh, I need to look for these assays. I'm gonna call lab because they be late. I told y'all that assay was due at 8 and 8:15, and neither one of them were drawn. So I'm gonna call lab really quick just to remind them, because sometimes I see them thinking they about to go in the room and then they don't. They just be chilling. So I don't know what they be thinking, but I'm gonna call them and just make sure that they know so it's not too late, because it's already late as it is. So I will report back to y'all in a few. All right, y'all, so I just talked to lab. So one of the labs were already drawn, but it was drawn early. But I went in to go hook up her antibiotic, and then I see, I was trying to see if that was her beep. It might be her beeping. I was trying to hook up her antibiotic and then realized the heparin is somehow it got untwisted, so it wasn't even running. So when her assay came back, it came back low. So I just told him to redraw it because I don't think it's accurate. So yeah, I got her. I'm about to give her some Miralax, and then she asked me for something for sleep. That was my fault, because usually I ask them like, tell me everything that you need, and of course when I go in there, she's talking about some, can you give me something for sleep? I'm like, you ain't even ask me for nothing for sleep. So I'm gonna call the doctor back and see if I can get her for something for sleep. So after that, I'm done passing my meds for the most part. Yeah, I don't have another meds that pass probably till like this one is due at 11, but I'm gonna give it like closer to 12 because he also got one at 1. So I'm gonna just do them together. What is this he got to do at 1? Minodrone. Okay, so yeah, other than that, I don't have nothing to do until 1. I'm gonna just look out for those assays, and I'm about to chart on my people, and I will check back with y'all in a... All right, y'all, quick update. Neither one of my heparins came back therapeutic. One of them I have to stop for an hour and decrease it, and the other one I have to give a bolus and increase it. I'm just waiting. It's only 2 of us on this unit, on this hall, so I'm just waiting for her to, because we have to sign off on it. So I'm waiting for the one that I have to do a bolus of heparin and then increase it. I'm just waiting for her. Waiting for the nurse so she can sign off on it with me. And then after that's 10 o'clock. Typically I'm done passing meds by now. Yeah, so I'm just about to do that. And then I'm going to finally sit down and chart. Let me see. Is there anything that I need to really tell y'all? No, not really. It's 10 o'clock. Hopefully the night go by fast. They just cleaned my empty room, so I'm pretty sure I'll go ahead and get a patient, y'all. They be trying to fill these beds up so fast. But I'm sure I'm about to get a patient. So, yeah. I'll check back with y'all in a few. Of course, that will be my patient beeping as soon as I sit down. Come on, ma'am. Redeem yourself. Come back up. She's starting going down. Come on, please. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. So the different lady is taking care of. I got somebody to sign off on my stuff. I gave her melatonin. I gave her some Miralax. I tried to get her another IV because it wasn't working. It was working, but anyway, I got that figured out. Her blood pressure was like 79 over something. I'm like, let me run that again. It wasn't much higher. It's in the 90s now. But she's asymptomatic, so we'll just monitor that. I think it's like 90, what is it? 91 over 62, so that's not horrible. That's another thing though, when you have low blood pressures and you getting people with heart, while I'm stuttering, you getting people with heart failure, it's kind of hard to manage the blood pressure because you don't want to give them too much fluid because they already in volume overload, so you got to try to figure some stuff out. But anyway, she's good. Everybody should be good now. Oh, who was this? Oh, I forgot. I said I was gonna get his albumin towards midnight, so I'm about to sit down and chart. Let me see. I was gonna do my report sheet so y'all can see how I actually fill it out. But how can I do this without? I guess I just won't put the patient's name on there. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll because a lot of y'all who bought a report sheet, I have a video. I'll link it on here that shows you how I fill it out. But on this unit, I don't have to use my report sheet because we just have my face is so dry. I'm peeling, child. But anyway, we have a report sheet here that we just update and pass to the next nurse during each shift. So I typically don't have to. I'll have a little post-it note on like stuff that I want to put on there, but I don't really need to use my own report sheet. But for the sake of this video, well, let's see if I don't even know if I got any new ones. I haven't used it in so long because on this assignment I never had to use it. So yeah, this is my little report sheet right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. I actually need to update it because I don't have stuff like on here like allergies, but room name, diagnosis, whatever their history is, blood sugars, vitals chart, and just so you can have an idea, because sometimes you get stopped in the middle of charting or whatever, so you can have an idea who you finish what on, oxygen, IV. I don't know if this is showing backwards on here, but anyway, if they're DNR, I need to put full code right there. Foley, Purewick, are they using a urinal? Are they CY, suicide? I probably can change that suicide because I rarely get patients with suicide, but maybe I'll leave it on there. Any drips that they're on, any fluids that they're on, any PRN meds. This could be day or night, 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. This little heart is because I'm a cardiac nurse, and so if they are on tele, which typically they are, I will fill it in. Or even if you're on med surge, a lot of people are not going to have orders for tele, but if they are, then you can fill it in. You'll know any abnormal labs, any tests that they have coming up or results of tests, and then this whole blank part is just the report of anything that you want to write down of significance. So I'm going to just fill it out. Should I fill it out, or is that enough? I don't know. I think about it and I'll come back and let y'all know. But right now, I'm about to chart. Y'all, tonight they are running me ragged. So the lady that I gave Miralax to, her ass rushing out of bed because she said she felt like she had to go. Girl, what did I go in there for? I don't even know why I went in there, but I went in there. And the damn IV is out on the floor. And I'm like, what happened? She's talking about I was just rushing only to find out that she didn't even use the bathroom. I'm like, you had to pee or something? She was like, I thought it was coming out. So because she's on 2 drips, I was trying to get her a 3rd IV because she on drips and she on antibiotics. It was her. If y'all look at her pump, it looked like she in ICU. So I was just trying to get her a 3rd IV, but the charge nurse couldn't get it. So I was just like, whatever. She got the tube, and then she ripped that one out. So we need an IV. I did try on her, but he wasn't able to get it. I wasn't able to get it. So we might have to call somebody from ICU. When you're dealing with like smaller hospitals, they don't be having like an IV team or nothing, or they do have it during the day, but just not 24 hours. And so she needs a second IV. But I'm like, girl, typically this, I be chilling. But this is good though. This is let you know like how well you are able to manage. I look dead, child. Now I'm on this camera looking crazy. Anyway, but when you have stuff like this happen, it helps you like just see how well that you can manage. But she'll be okay. She'll get the IV when she get the IV. I let him know, so maybe he'll call somebody from ICU or something to have them come over and do it. But I put her bed alarm on and I told her call me. I'm right outside the hall. I will get over there in time enough because you can't be ripping out these IVs because you're trying to rush to the bathroom, child, and then not even. She talking about it, nothing came out. I'm like, what was you rushing for? So it's 11 o'clock now. I am finally about to try to chart. My watch talking about take a breather. Yeah, I need to. I'm surprised I don't have a patient yet. Let me look on here. Very surprised. We got a lot of empty beds though, but they've already sent some up here. Yeah, the room is clean, so maybe I should try to chart before I get a new patient. I got 4 right now, so we'll see. All right, y'all. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm about to get my new patient. He is symptomatic because of COVID. That is why he's here. Hypotensive, shortness of breath, whatever else they said. So the room is already set up. I just finished passing my little 1 o'clock meds. Pharmacy was late with the albumin, so I had to get it late, but that's okay. But yeah, I still have one more person to chart on. I typically never chart this late, but I have just been running around the first half of the shift, so I'm pretty much caught up though. Did I tell y'all we got an IV? I told y'all she went to the bathroom, pulled out her IV. I put her bed alarm on and told her to call me. So she just called me and she just had a bowel movement. So that is good. Actually, let me write that down because I forget. It be so much stuff that you have to remember. Yes. BM, today is now the 16th. So she had a bowel movement. I just gave her Miralax. That was her day 1 regimen. So it worked. She said it was a good one this time. So that's done. I just have one more person to chart on, which is actually her. So I'm actually gonna chart on her after this patient comes up. I already got report on them. So once we get them situated, the good thing about the techs here was only 2 good ones now, but they'll go ahead and set them up. And all I gotta do is come in and do my admission, ask the questions. And I don't even do the admission like in front of them, like with the computer. Like I already know what the questions are. So really I'm just going in there and lay hands on them, look at their skin. I will ask them about their meds. Actually, let me look and see. Sometimes they don't be knowing what they take, but yep, and he gave him, did he give him all of his meds? He told me I gave him all his meds. No, you didn't. They're holding his hydroxylate and clonidine because he's been hypotensive. So, okay, that's cool. And this is his order. He's getting antibiotics. Oh, they discontinued it. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and look over the orders for my new patient. I'm going to go look at his meds really quick and see. He's 70 years old, so he probably take a lot of stuff. I didn't really look at the history. Did they even do it? Yeah, he got a lot of shit. Yeah, nobody even went over it. So I don't know if they say he's alert oriented. So I'll go over his meds with him, see if he knows what he takes. If not, we'll contact somebody in the morning for that. But he seemed fairly straight to the point. I don't even think he is on oxygen at all. It looks like they're just gonna be giving him antibiotics, Rocephin, and azithromycin. He got breathing treatments, he got pain meds. I don't think he was complaining of his. They've held all of his medications, his his blood pressure medication. He's on Remeron, so he might have a little bit of dementia. We'll see. Full cold, regular diet. Those are all his labs. O2. Yeah. Sepsis protocol. Straight caffeine. Unable to avoid. You better be avoiding. You got time to be straight caffeine. Nobody. Let me see what they got him taking. Yeah. Okay. So he doesn't seem bad. We'll see. We'll see how he. That sound like they just brought him up. I think I just heard a bed out there. But anyway, I will be back in a few. All right, y'all. So patient is good. I just went in. The tech was busy, so I just went ahead and washed him up and got him set vitals and stuff. He seemed easy peasy, alert oriented. He like a 1 assist, but I put his bed alarm on, told him to call, gave him a urinal. Vitals is stable. I guess they just admitted him because he was hypotensive, but looking at him now, his blood pressure has been stable. Actually, even before he came up here, when he first came to the ER, I guess it was like in the 80s, so they held all of his meds, but he just getting antibiotics. He asymptomatic. He not even on oxygen. I thought he was symptomatic, but he's asymptomatic. No oxygen, no shortness of breath, at least right now. He's just chilling, so he gonna get his antibiotics probably for a couple of days. They might switch him over to PO and then send him out of here. So he seemed easy peasy. I'm about to go ahead and type up his admission. I asked him a bunch of questions. He don't remember none of his meds. He don't know if he vaccinated. That makes, when you don't know nothing, that make my admission even easier. Because then I ain't got to go through that whole patient list or whatever. But I figured he didn't, because usually the ER is good down here about figuring out, like doing a med rec, but they didn't do it. So I assumed he just didn't know. But I'm just about to go ahead and do his admission. And then I'll have, well, now I got 5 patients. So I'll do his admission, get that out of the way. And then I'll still have one more person to chart. I'm going to fill out this sheet. They have like these little green sheets. Can y'all see his name? Child, they had these little green sheets that they fill out. At this hospital. So I'm just gonna fill that out, and that's it. So chat later. All right, y'all. It's 3:30. My patient who keep losing IVs almost just lost another one. I put her bed alarm on because I knew she wasn't gonna call, and she with it. I don't know why it's not connecting with her. But she just got out of the bed without calling, and I put her bed alarm on. She come out of the bathroom and the damn IV halfway out. Alright, y'all, so we about to close out this shift. I've already passed all of my meds. I really didn't have any meds, but my heparins ended up having to come back. They came back at the same time. Both of which were not therapeutic. My one that the rate was like, the assay was like less than 0.10. I thought it would have been higher because I did have to bolus her. And she not that much of a big lady. Typically, if they're bigger, like they require a higher rate. But for some odd reason, hers is not increasing. But I had to bolus her again and then increase the rate. And then my other lady, I had to decrease her rate. She only went like at 3 units. So I got those taken care of. I made sure I ordered the assays for the day shift. I looked at my labs to see who needed their potassium replaced. It was only one person. And then I had to give a heparin, sub-Q heparin. And I just went around for my people who had like Foley's. I just went around really and emptied everybody's stuff. Anybody who has a pure wick, a Foley, or using a urinal, I just went around. The techs are pretty good, but they're short staffed today. And usually if I'm in a room and I see that it's full, I'm gonna just empty it anyway. Just so I can have an idea of how much they putting out. But I went ahead and emptied those, and I went and charted everything. And I think I'm pretty much done for the day. It's 6:07. I just went over everything to make sure 2 of my nurses are coming back. Y'all, that be music to your ears when you hear your nurse coming back. All you gotta do is a quick update. So 2 of the nurses that I got report from yesterday are coming back in the morning. And then I got that extra patient. I need to go see who they giving that to. If they gonna give it to one of the nurses I already had, or they giving it to me to somebody new. But that's pretty much. I don't even know if I showed y'all how I structured the dang on shift. I was just kind of doing it. Maybe I'll do a part 2 tomorrow so I could be more in detail. Today I had like not a lot going on. It was like manageable, but like usually I'm passing my meds and I'm sitting down and I'm charting and done by 10 o'clock. Today I charted my last patient like at 2 this morning. So it wasn't a lot going on, but just, little stuff here and there, like the time adds up, my one patient losing the IV, then making sure that my heparins are done right and doing lab for that. And then what else was slowing me down? I had an admission. I wouldn't say slow down because it wasn't like I was behind, but just little things that pop up as more time before you can actually just sit down and chill for a second. So
that ain't right. That's what assistantly. I thought that's right. Yeah, fix yourself. So yeah, that's it. So maybe we'll come back and do a part 2 because I still got 2 more days left, and I'll show y'all a little bit more of like, I guess, structure and like my reasoning. Maybe I need to do like my reasoning for why I do stuff the way I do, because I kind of just came and talked to y'all. So today, I'm talking about tomorrow. Today when I come back to work, we'll do a part 2, and I'll try to be like a little bit more detailed as to why I do what I do, if that makes sense. So bye. All right, y'all. So today is gonna be one of those days. Not a bad day, but I can just tell like I got a lot on my plate. Not in a bad way, but I just need to organize stuff. So the first thing I'm about to do is really write down everything that I have to do. This time sensitive. Like I got like the heparin drip. I got an essay that's due. I got a heparin drip that needs to be started. I'm about to write it down. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to organize all of my thoughts in my head about what patient needs what, so that I can actually see it on paper, because right now it's in my head and I need to put it down. So let's do that. I got 5 patients. We have no tech. Out of my 5 patients, 2 of them are new. One of them, I guess the husband is in there. He not even a patient. Talking about some, can y'all look at my foot? He using a urinal. Can y'all order me a plate? Sir, not today. I hope he not like that with me, because I'm going to be the one to tell. When you like that, it's cool being nice. But when you start being like that, they expect you to cater to them. And it's like, you're not even a patient. If you're feeling sick, then you need to get admitted. But no, I'm not about to be looking at your toe, assessing it, talking about some, you think the doctor will give me some medicine for it? Are you I think something mentally wrong with them, because you can't be serious. But anyway, child, let me organize my thoughts. Hopefully when I come back, because y'all can kind of tell them like, not all over the place, but I could just tell like, I'm like, and it's my 4th day as well, so I could just tell them kind of like, ugh. So let me organize my thoughts, and then hopefully when I come back, I'm leveled out. So this is what's on the agenda. I got a Ticasolotin at 8. If y'all don't know, Ticastin, like, it's an arrhythmia drug, but after you give it 2 to 3 hours, you have to do an EKG. And they do have bedside monitors with EKGs on there, but for some odd reason, they don't want us to use the bedside monitor. They actually want us to use the portable one. So we do have a resource nurse tonight, so I'm going to use her as a resource. So I asked her to get that for me at 10 o'clock, so I don't have to worry about that. This person, I don't have to worry about her. I've had her. She's just waiting for placement. This person, I have to start a heparin drip at 8 p.m. So I'll go ahead and get that already set up. The channel is in there. The tubing is in there. I just need to grab the bag and get that started. I need to see if I need to give her a bolus as well. So we'll get that started at 8 p.m. Then I have her. She just wanted something for sleep. This is my lady who had a chest tube. She's been in the hospital, so she's going through a little bit delirium. Her family is like concerned because they're used to her being like oriented times 1 or 2, but I let them know, like, in a hospital, like, that just happens. Like, you are in a room, stuck in a room all day. Mind you, she had a chest tube, so it's not like she can walk up and down the hall, so that tends to happen. But I got her some melatonin to hopefully sleep, because she didn't sleep last night. She wasn't bad, but she just didn't sleep. She's been up for like the last 2 days, so hopefully that melatonin helps her sleep tonight, kind of reset her. She'll be better for tomorrow. And then this patient, she is on the other patient, I got a Bumex strip. So I got to make sure that I am monitoring the I's and O's. And they said she's non-compliant with her input. Like, she's always asking for something to eat. Something to drink. And she's diabetic. Sugars aren't controlled. And she wants juice all the time. And that juice ain't filled with nothing but sugar. And then this patient, I have an assay due. Let's see. No, she shouldn't be on a drip. She's on a sodium bicarb drip, but she should not be on her heparin drip anymore. Yeah, that's the thing about these sheets. Like, people don't really update them. So I'm trying to think. I thought I had an assay due. Who's on heparin? I pretty much got everything organized though. Ticastin, she's good. Heparin drip at 8. I need to start. This is my chest tube patient. I got the melatonin ordered. And, she is on heparin. Yes, chest tube patient is on heparin. Child, I got her running in 1 unit. I don't know why they just don't turn that damn heparin off. She's so tiny, and she on a low dose of heparin. But let me see. She put the assay in. I just want to make sure, double check, and I think it's due at, where the lab's at? Her assay is due at 7:30. Okay, so that's why I'm glad I looked. I'll write my little sticky note on her, and I'll be looking out for that. It's not gonna be in. It'll probably be done at 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I'll look out for that. I told the family, because they in there a little bit needy. I told them, and listen, it's only me. So understand, I ain't about to be doing a bunch of everything. I'm doing what's necessary. What did I just say? Let's do it 19:30. Okay. So now I kind of have an idea of what I got going on for the night. And it's not bad. It was just when my thoughts, when it's all in my head, it make me feel like it's a lot. But it's really not a lot. Like, all of this stuff is manageable. I just need to prioritize. I'm going to go ahead and get a T-Consent first, and then that's going to take me 0.5 seconds. Get a T-Consent first, and then go ahead and start my heparin drip and get that done out the way. And while I'm doing the T-Consent, I'll go ahead and pass what other meds she got in there. Oh, no. So, yeah, T-Consent and metoprolol. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give her meds while I'm in there. And that's it. This is the one who I was telling you, the husband didn't ask for a urinal. He didn't ask for an extra tray. He didn't ask us to assess his toe that he got a wound on. He didn't ask us to have the doctor send him see if the doctor going to submit. It's like, sir, please go sit down. Like, now that they did all of that stuff, I'm gonna have to be the mean nurse, because no, I don't have 2 patients in this room. I have 1. And if you want all of that treatment, you need to admit yourself. I guess the nurse asked him, like, do you want me to take you down to the ER? He's talking about no. Yeah, because he just wants us to cater to him. And that's not what's going on today. Sorry, sir. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. So when I went in there, he was asleep. But they said he, like, something ain't right with him up there. But I'm going to let him know, like, nah, I'm not. Don't ask me for extra nothing. Nothing. Literally nothing. Today is not one of those days. It is night 4, no tech. Staffing is not right. One of the nurses called out. Now, granted, let me preface this by saying 5 patients is not a lot. Like, I can deal with it. But considering that I have to do everything, I have to be the tech and a nurse, I'm not doing anything extra. Sorry, but not sorry. So anyway, let's get started. Y'all, I'm all caught up. I just have to go get some dids really quick. But I got my heparin started. She lost the IV. She's also on a Bumex drip, so she needs her IV. We had to call somebody from ICU to do it because the charge nurse couldn't get it. And I'm one of them people, like, I'm not bad at IVs if you got veins. If you don't got veins, I can't see nothing. I'm not even going to, depends on the situation. But if I know, I'm not going to torture you. If I know I'm not good at it, I'm just going to get somebody who is. But the charge nurse couldn't find somebody, so we just called somebody from ICU to do it. Yeah, I'm pretty much caught up on everything. Once I give this dig, I'm in my chart. I update y'all. So one of my patients who are on heparin, it's already going at a rate of 1, and the assay did not come back therapeutic, so it's basically telling me to turn it off. I need to decrease it by 1, but if I decrease it by 1, then she's going to be off. So I'm going to call cardiology and ask them what do they want me to do, if they want me to leave it the same or decrease it, which means turning it off. And then one of my other patients just went into AFib, but she came in for AFib. So she was in AFib and she went to sinus rhythm, but now she's back in AFib. So I'm just going to call them and let them know that. And then I think that's it. I just gave somebody a bath. Yeah, so I just want to check in with y'all really quick. All right, so we're going to leave the drip running the same thing, which I figured they would do. Leave it at the current rate, and then I'll order my assay for 6 hours from now. And then my AFib lady, her rate is controlled, so we'll just watch it, make sure she doesn't go into RVR. And I think that's all I gotta do for tonight, child. I think. Oh, I need to go check and see if that IV was done so I can start running that Bumex drip again. And then I think that should be it. It's hot in here. It's hot, honey. Then after that, I'll just go ahead and chart. The good thing is I have all of my patients, so I'm not getting no new admits or anything like that. And I could just focus on charting and patient care, not being interrupted by, new admissions. So I will check back with y'all when I have something more pressing to talk about. Cause yeah, all of my meds are passed. Heparin drip is started. About to order that assay. Everybody is on Tickerson. She's gonna do my EKG at 10 o'clock. Let me just go make sure she's doing it. She remember. And that's it. So yeah. Okay, so update my AFib patient. She is an RVR, but like the teens, 120s. But her BP runs soft, so it's not like we can really get anything. She is on amio-PO. She was on an amio drip when she first came in, but she's on amio-PO. But I can't give her anything because it's gonna just drop her blood pressure even more. But she's asymptomatic, no chest pain, no shortness of breath, anything like that. So I'll go to the doctor, and we are just going to monitor her for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and write my little note in there that I made contact with the daughter, what time she went into AFib. And that's it. I'm still peeling too, y'all. This is disgusting. But anyway, ew, that was a piece of skin. I'll come back when I have something more to talk about. So real quick, I have the patient who I started the heparin drip, and she's also on a Bumex drip. So Bumex, if y'all don't know, can lower the blood pressure. So her blood pressure is super soft, like 88/57. The problem is she has heart failure. So typically if you have heart failure, you don't want to put somebody in fluid overload, which she already is. And then she got a nurse talking about she wants some pain meds, talking about some what do she got for pain? What she got? Oh, they was giving her Lortab. I'm like, no, baby. We're not doing that tonight because you already low, and that's just going to drop your blood pressure low. She's talking about, wow. I said, yeah, wow. Because then we really going to be in a doozy when your blood pressure is lower than this. So I got a cycle for 15 minutes. It was 78 over something. And then I cycled it again, and that was like 88. So I'm trying to get it to the 90s, but I'm trying to see. I'm going to cycle it one more time and see if it go up just a little bit, especially if she truly in pain. It should hopefully go up a little bit. It's 112, so it's about to cycle in a few minutes. And if it doesn't go up, 88 is not horrible bad. Like, I'm not clutching my pearls, but if I can get it to 90 over whatever, I'll be happy with that. But if I can't, then I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna do a manual, because they always ask, like, did you do a manual? Because sometimes the blood pressure cuffs, they don't be like 1,000% accurate. But I'm gonna do a manual, and if it's still low, then I'm gonna go ahead and contact the doctor and see what they want to do. Because typically for low blood pressure, you would just give them a bolus, but it's not really like she can get a bolus. Or they might do it, but not like a full bolus, like maybe half. I don't know. We'll see, but I will report back to y'all and let y'all know what the deal is. So I just want to check in with y'all really quick. It is 6 o'clock. We made it through the night. Well, fingers crossed we made it through the night. Y'all know anything can happen at the last minute. But my patients are all good. Let me see. Tickerson lady, she been good. She did started to go in. She's in AFib. She didn't convert. That's the idea of Tickerson, to convert them back into sinus rhythm. She didn't convert, so they just added another dose. I think this will be her 4th dose. But she did started to go in RVR. I told her sit down. She was walking around the room and all that stuff. I'm like, girl, sit down, because she was getting 150s. I'm like, you need to chill out. So her rate has been controlled for the most of the night. Who else did I have not an issue with? This lady. Oh, I got my heparin drip. I had to stop it because it was not therapeutic, and I'm looking at the people so that I can kind of tell y'all what's going on. But it wasn't therapeutic, so I had to stop it, and I just restarted it. Her blood pressure did come up to 96/51, which is good, but I told her I'm not giving her no blood pressure pain medication. I did offer her Tylenol, but she declined. She want her Lortab. But I explained to her why I didn't want to give it to her, and I offered her an alternative, but she was just like, no, it's okay, I understand. Cool. So her blood pressure is stable. Still got her Bumex and her heparin drip running just fine. That patient, my other patient who had a heparin with more than 1 unit, her assay just came back 2, and it was still it was not therapeutic, but it's still running at 1. I'm trying to think, was there something else going on with her? No. And then my patient who has a sodium bicarb drip, her blood pressure was also low, like in the 80s, but right now it's 98 over 70. I'm cool with that. I just, cause she is she the one who in heart failure? No, she not the one in heart failure. They gave her a bolus, it just didn't do anything for her, so I just flipped her head. Yeah, we survived the night. I only got one med to pass, which is a heparin. Everybody's labs came back good. I don't have to replace anybody's potassium or magnesium. I just went and checked and seen who I gotta give report to. 2 of my ladies are back. Only have to give report to 1 other person who was new, so I should be able to get out of here on time, and that completes my shift for the week. I only got 2 days off though, but that's okay. I'm at the end of the week. I can go home, rest, live my life, and I ain't gotta think about this place until I come back on Monday. So I hope this video was like, I don't know, gave y'all some insight. I be feeling like in my head it be making sense, but when I say it out loud or I'll be looking over the video, I'll be like, girl, you all over the place. So I don't know if people really be understanding like my logic for things, but hopefully like today I kind of explain things so it makes more sense on like how my schedule flows, or like how I structure things or pay attention to things, or I don't know, child. Anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Bye.